I don't know if I like this.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Something.
Maybe we need to switch sides too. See?
It don't look any different to me.
So much different.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, today I have a special guest. Bae is making an appearance, and it's so annoying when we film together because we don't film together often, and when we do, he's just so extra to me.
I'm not
like,
look, I'm
like, why you got your arm around me?
Because you're my babe. I want you to be close to me.
Anyways,
I'm really just trying to get used to being on camera. So.
Yeah, and he's not. And I have this bun in my hair. I just literally did my makeup through this messy bun in my hair, so that's why it looks like I'm
You look fine.
Hella taller than him. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel, join the Jazzy family, and yeah, today we're going to be talking to you guys about how we met, and then at the end we'll have a surprise announcement. So if you guys are interested, then of course just keep on watching. So do you want to start off how we met, or you want me to start off? And make sure you're looking right.
You can start off.
All right, so me and him met 11 years ago. Yeah, 11 years ago, March. Well, no, that's when we got together.
Yeah, I mean, we've always known each other.
We've met over 11 years ago, actually. We've been together for 11 years, so we met in high school. I was a 9th grader and he was a senior, so we really didn't talk or anything like that because as I was coming in, he was leaving, so, and we didn't like each other or anything.
It was really like weird because like I always like looked at you as like my little sister. It was because you would come over. You remember when the times?
First of all, I was not even that cool. I was not cool with your sister.
No, but like, you know, my sister did your hair a few times. You remember those times she used to come over?
She literally did my hair one time, maybe 2 times, and then he took me home, and that was it. Like,
yeah, but even in school, we would be like in the cafeteria together, and it was just like we would pass each other. And I mean,
he would always do this one thing where he would like, see, you know how like, I'm standing in my locker, and he would walk by, and he would like, put your arm up.
Yeah.
He would like pinch the back of my arm, and just to let me know that like he's seen me, whatever. I didn't like him at the time. He didn't like, well, he probably liked me, but
she liked me.
I didn't like him at the time. He was around all the time, you guys. So this is around 2010. I was in my senior year at this point, and I had just broke up with my longtime dude or whatever, and he was over the house all the time because him and my stepdad were really close. So, or they were like cool. They had a cool like kind of like father figure relationship.
Yeah, so I was in like ROTC, and he was like prior military, so he wanted to come and check out our drill meets, and that's just pretty much like how we met.
They just hung out, and they met through your job as well, I believe.
No, that was way before.
But I mean, that's how y'all started talking too, right?
No, we were still in school when I met him.
Oh, well, anyway, he would come over all the time and talk to him, and it was just like, oh, hi, and bye. You know, it was nothing like that. And then after I broke up...
Let me tell this part. So, she did sort of end her relationship, and I actually came over one day just to see her, but I had to play it off like I was actually...
But you didn't know I was out of my relationship?
Yeah, so DJ and I were talking, and he had told me that...
Yeah, they didn't really like my ex-boyfriend like that, but that's fine. No, really, when you're young like that and your boyfriend does dumb stuff, then obviously your parents aren't gonna like him, so...
Well,
they liked him.
Right, so I came over that day really to see her, but, you know, I just played it off like I was really there to see him. Because we were hanging out back.
Yeah, and I was upstairs in my bonnet, minding my business. Not thinking about him.
But that day...
And this is around prom, too.
No, babe, way before.
This was around prom. I remember, because this is the first time that me and you actually sat down.
Oh, yeah, because you wanted to...
So he was over, and I was like... It was around prom, and I had broke up with my boyfriend. Or me and my boyfriend weren't talking anymore. And so I needed a prom date. So, but he is 4 years older than me. So I think that year of my prom, they had pushed the age limit. Like, you couldn't be over 20, I think.
Something like that.
To be able to come to a high school prom, you know. So he was 22. I was 18, so he couldn't come to my prom. So anyways, but I thought about asking him, so that's how we started talking.
Well, let me finish my part. So we were hanging out back, and I knew she could see me from where we were hanging out at. And so, like, I just really asked her dad, like, hey, you know, is it okay if I ask her out? And he said, let's go inside. And he really left me alone with her. So
well, my mom was sitting on the couch over here. We had like 2 couches. My mom was sitting over there. I was sitting on this couch, like I said, with my bonnet. We had 2 recliner chairs. So him and my stepdad were sitting in the recliner chairs. And then all of a sudden, they get up. And so it's just me and him. And I can remember he was like,
I was nervous too.
He said, so he was like, so what do you do for fun? And I was like, nothing.
I sure did. All right.
He was like, what do you do for fun? And I'm like, nothing. And he was like, but I think you said we can have fun together or something like that.
It was something like that.
Something try to, you know, something slick like that. And then I think I gave him my number, or I got his number. I think I got his number because I was trying to play.
You wouldn't give it to me.
I was trying to play like, I don't like you.
And I just knew, like,
I always knew he was cute. I thought he was very cute, but I didn't look at him like in that way. So
and I really didn't think she was gonna call me because, like.
And I think I texted him like the next day.
You did, yeah.
And then
I went over. I picked you up from your friend's house, and we had hung out.
This is after we like started texting. We started texting, and boom, we've been together ever since.
Because for a while, for a while she did act like she didn't want to talk to me, because a couple days had went by, and finally I had texted you, and I was like, okay, I guess she don't want to talk to me no more. So I texted her, and then boom, it went from there. So
yeah, so we've been stuck like glue ever since, honestly.
Why are you looking like that?
And that was 2010.
You gave me that look like.
Yeah, we've been together for all this time. So that was from 2010. Literally, I think we got together. We started talking in March, you guys. And guess what? I was pregnant in June.
Quick.
I found out I was pregnant in June or July. June or July of that same year. I was like I graduated in May. So I had just graduated. We got together in March, graduated in May. And then I found out I was pregnant, I think in July. I'm pretty sure because it was around Jania's birthday that I found out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was crazy. Then.
So her dad went from liking me to like hating me.
Like, nigga, what? Like, no, he was upset because I got pregnant. And I mean, I understand that, but you know, that's a whole nother video. I think I might have told you guys a little bit about it, but if you guys have questions, you can always leave comments down below. So yeah, we've been together ever since. We had our first baby was a girl, which was our oldest, Samaya. And then that year, how was that year? That year was kind of crazy because we were still trying to get to know each other.
Trying to figure each other out. And
then I was pregnant, so you have those hormones. Then I did get kicked out kind of low-key out of my mom's house. Yeah,
so we was like forced to like move in together like quick. So we really didn't know much about each other, even though we had known each other for a long time.
We had knew of each other from school, but like we didn't know each other. We're still learning each other.
You know what I mean? Like you know. So we was like really forced to live together within like a couple months. So we're still trying to figure each other out. She's pregnant, you know, and I have to step up and do what I need to do because I'm about to be a new dad. So things was kind of rocky, you know, at the start of things, but we got it together.
So that happened. That was I had my first daughter in 2011, and I'm just kind of give you guys a little recap. So I had my first daughter in 2011, and then in the end, you know, I started working, all this stuff. I did go to school for a little bit, and he was working, of course, because he was making the money. And then the end of 2011, we actually moved from our small hometown to where we live now. We just took a leap of faith and was like, let's do it.
No, actually, you actually found me a job.
Yeah, we're looking for more opportunities, and like we didn't want to be stuck where we were. So, yeah, we moved, and then that was in 2012. In December, we moved. I mean, 2012, right?
Yeah, it was 2012.
And then I believe I found out that I was pregnant with my son in my second born. I found out I was pregnant with him around April, I want to say. I don't really know. I can't really remember. He was planned also, but that's a whole nother topic. If you guys want to hear about how we planned our son and all that stuff, let me know, because I'll film that video. I actually really like talking about that because, you know, we did plan him. I did a lot of research on like how to have a boy or a girl or whatever. So I found out I was pregnant with him somewhere, I think April or May. And so yeah, that was that. And then I had him in December. However, I don't know when I found out I was pregnant with him, but I had him in December of 2013. So that was that. And then fast forward to 2014 went by. You know, we got married on August 1st of 14. So we had been together for 4 years at this point. From 2010 to 2014, we got married at the courthouse. Now, we did have a big wedding planned and all that stuff, but because I had found out I was pregnant with my son, I didn't want to be like pregnant and getting married, and there was just too much stress. And then our families didn't really get along.
They didn't. And really,
I already had my wedding dress and everything, you guys, so just make note of that, okay?
And there was just like, at the time, there was just so much going on. Like she said, the families didn't really get along with each other.
So it was just like, let's just go to the courthouse, let's just do it ourselves. So it was just me and him, and then my oldest, and then my son, the baby. So that was 2014, August 1st, we got married. We decided to do that.
At the time, it seemed like it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we just couldn't get people together, and we sort of lived a little further away. My mom didn't really like to travel. So at the time, we said, hey, this is a good idea. But it really wasn't a good idea because...
It was fine, though.
We weren't happy. We made it work, but we weren't happy.
I was happy with it. You weren't happy with it?
No, you weren't happy.
I mean, obviously, everybody wants to have a wedding. Period. Or they dream about having a wedding, but I'm the one who made the decision to go to the courthouse.
And I always knew that. So in my eyes, I felt like it was like you weren't happy because you really wanted the wedding and everything.
Yeah,
so.
But I was cool with it because I'm the type of person, if things aren't lining up, or like if people aren't getting along, I'm like, bye. We don't need you there anyway. So anyways, we got married at the courthouse. That was 2014 of August. December comes, my son just turned 1, and I did breastfeed him this whole entire first year. I stopped breastfeeding him in December because he turned 1. I started like weaning him off, so I wasn't breastfeeding him as much because like I was strictly breastfeeding him before that. I stopped breastfeeding him as much in December on his birthday, started giving him whole milk, and y'all, I literally got pregnant, surprise pregnancy. In January of 2015, I started getting sick and I missed my period and everything, but I was like in denial, so I just did not take a pregnancy test or anything until I found out in March. So like I was throwing up and everything, but just in denial. It was just a surprise. It was. And when we found out, that is when it was like, when
we found out, just like I couldn't believe it. It was just because it was already tough having the two. I was the only one that was working, so... I was working at this point, but I wasn't working. I was working part-time, I think. Yeah. And it was hard. We were trying to, you know... Or not. I was working full-time, but then, you know, I wasn't making that much money, and then we had, like, 2 kids in daycare, and it was just a lot. Daycare, and we never planned for 3 kids. We already had a girl and a boy, so the third one, he was, like, so... hurt, and I was too. Well, and you were so stressed out. There were times where you would just be crying and throwing up and be like, God, please don't let me be pregnant. Oh, please don't let me be pregnant. And I knew I was pregnant, but well, not really though, because okay, let me just get into this story really quick. A quick little story time. I'll just throw it in here. When I first started feeling sick, I didn't have my period, but I thought I did because I started spotting. So I was like, okay, if I'm spotting, you know, I'm not pregnant. But it actually turned out to be implantation bleeding. If you don't know what that is, look it up. That was around the end of January, early February, because we had a party at work, and that night I was throwing up, so I figured, you know, something I ate at the party made me sick. So I was throwing up, and then I noticed that I was like having to use the bathroom a lot, which those are symptoms of pregnancy. But I didn't know, because I'm like, I'm not pregnant. And I actually had a doctor's appointment to get on birth control in mid-February. And obviously I didn't go to that. But yeah, so I started
feeling sick, throwing up and all that stuff. And then you guys, I remember one day, late February, I was in the shower and I was telling him that like my left side was so round, and at this point I'm probably like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks at this point, but not knowing.
Still in denial.
I'm in denial, but I'm in the shower, I'm taking a shower, and my stomach was like poking out on the left side. And so I was watching myself and I'm like, this is weird, like why the hell is my stomach poking out and it's like round on that side? And if you know anything, you know, about when you're pregnant, each pregnancy you start showing faster and whatever. So yeah, I just kind of ignored it because I'm like, and I was very skinny. Remember, I was so skinny because I was stressed out, and then I was breastfeeding, and like I was trying to eat like fish and like eat healthy. So I was very small. So then one day I was at work and I was cramping a lot. He likes hot wings, so we went on this like hot wing kick. We were eating a lot of hot wings like every day, and it was so good. But you know, all that hot sauce, I was like, okay, it's messing with my stomach, like it's making my stomach cramp. Maybe I have an ulcer, right? So this is how we actually found out that I was pregnant, because I left work because I was cramping so bad. I was like, I have to go to the emergency room. He was at work. I'm trying not to make it too long because this is getting off track, but he was at work, so I went to the emergency room by myself because my mom was watching the kids for me. And when I got there, they were like, what's going on, you know? And I'm like, oh, my stomach is cramping. I've been eating a lot of spicy food. I think I have an ulcer. So they were like, they was kind of looking at me funny too now that I think about it. Like, so they did the test. They did all the, they didn't even do an ultrasound or anything. The first thing they said was, well, let's just check your urine, and I guess to see if I had like a bladder infection or something. And so when they came back in the room, they were like, you're just pregnant. And I'm like, pregnant? Pregnant? What? You know, so it was a shock. It was literally a shock. And at this point I was 9.5 weeks. And then that following week, so I told him immediately after I left the doctor, and I was just like stressed out. And I ended up telling him
I was sick.
And that next week I felt her move.
And we were like,
and he didn't believe me. He was like, there's no way, because not.
And you were mad at me. I was mad at you.
We were just like stressed out. Yeah. We were like, what the heck?
I had just spent my last $20 on diapers for the other ones. And it was just like, we didn't have nothing. And we were like starting over again with this new baby.
But then when I felt her move, like, you know, you do go through, like, you do weigh your options. Not gonna lie. You do weigh out, like, okay, what's best? What you gonna do, you know? And I literally felt her moving at 10 weeks, which is very weird because like for my other kids, I felt them later, but like I said, each pregnancy is different. You start noticing and feeling things a lot quicker. So yeah, that's that. So been together, been through all the kids and stuff like that. My tubes are tied, which I do regret. My tubes are tied though. I mean, I don't regret it because I know we just couldn't have any more kids. And
now
I'm like, oh, every time I see a baby or something like that, you know, I get kind of baby fever. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a crazy however many years. It's
been 11.
It's been 11. It'll be 11 in March. It's January 1st today, you guys. Happy New Year, by the way. It'll be 11 years this March that we've been together, and then in August it'll be 7 years that we've been married. So that's like kind of basically how we met and where we've been. You know, there's a lot of other things that's happened. There's a lot of like different career changes and stuff like that, which that's a whole nother video. Like
we are in such, like financially, I'm not going to say we're just
we're
great,
at a way
we're at a place now where we're just we're comfortable. And like I'm able to do more for her. We're able to like go on dates and just do things that we couldn't do before. So
another thing like that he brings that up, like even back then I remember being pregnant and like we didn't even have the money really to we you know how it's like you don't make enough money. I mean you don't make enough money to be like super comfortable, but you make too much money to get like food stamps and stuff like that. So we weren't able to do none of that. So I remember just being so hungry, like because I was pregnant, and like, you know, the kids will be good, the kids will be taken care of, but then it's like, what about us? So I remember we would literally wait until he would get paid at midnight, and then he would leave work and go get us food and like come home and eat. It was just crazy.
It was rough.
It was like super rough. But now we have our house and everything, you guys. I did a video on that. I'll have it in the description box talking about like that process. But yeah, things have,
you know, you got to have that struggle, and you go through that struggle, and then it just makes like things just easier.
Makes you appreciate.
Yeah.
Now
it just sets you up for success. Like once you struggle, and you know, it's been like that my whole life, because you know, which you know where I came from. So
right.
That's another video. We'll get into that at some other point.
Yeah, like I said, if you guys have questions or anything like that, let us know, because we'll definitely sit down and do another video.
Right.
But
so
I just want to make something clear. Like, we're not perfect. We still go through things daily. Like, we have ups and downs or whatever. We've been married for going into 7 years. And every time I talk to people, every time he talks to people, they say year 7 is the worst year. And I'm like, why? You know?
So, and most of my friends are like, all my friends are like older. I don't really have any young friends.
Yeah, we don't really have.
So I get a lot of good advice from.
Like, we're old. I'm 28, almost 29.
Right.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up in 25 days. So don't forget. And he's 30. How old are you? I can't remember.
32.
He's 32. So we're not old. We're still young. Like, I still feel like I'm 18, honestly. I have to remind myself, like, girl, you are not 18. But yeah, so
but all my friends have been married for years. People that I work with, my coworkers, I get a lot of advice. I get a lot of advice from them, and everyone has said like their 7th year of marriage was like the worst. So, are we gonna get into why we're making this video?
Yeah. So okay. The whole entire reason for this video, we kind of got off on a whole rant. But
let me do it.
Hold on. We kind of got off onto a rant.
You got off into a
rant. I was trying to give you guys a backstory on like how we met, where we came from, and all that stuff. So we've gotten a lot of feedback and people saying that how their 7th year of marriage was so crazy. And for us, I think our best year was our 1st year of marriage, because you know, you're like, oh my God,
it was new. Yeah,
like we're married now.
You know? You was like, I love my husband and all that. Now it's like,
at the same time, we got married, and then we got married in August. I found out I was pregnant for the 3rd time, surprise. So that was kind of like, you know, a crazy year. But yeah, so now we're about to be on our 7th year, and we have it hasn't been too great, which is expected. Like, I don't expect to be rainbows and butterflies. Like, that's just not how it works.
I thought you was gonna say it hasn't been too bad.
It hasn't been too bad, but it's been a lot. Not gonna lie.
We've had, like she said, we've had our ups and downs.
You just have to think about it. We were 18 with 2 kids immediately, and now 18 and 22, and now we're 28 and 32. So imagine all those different changes, even with just myself and then with him. So and then trying to like be together. So just imagine all of that. But we're going into our 7th year. Mm-hmm. So we decided. So
I came up with this idea. You know, I always wanted to give her the wedding that she wanted, and we originally had said we're going to wait to our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Most people wait and do their vow renewal at 10 years, but as you guys know, we went to the courthouse. So in my mind, we don't have any vows.
Right.
We don't have any of that.
So I said, hey, why wait till 10 years? Because, you know, we don't have the memories. We don't have the wedding pictures. So, you know, why wait 10 years? What's wrong with doing it 7 years? So our 7th year wedding anniversary is coming up,
which will be August
1st. So I asked my wife to remarry me.
It's 10/25.
I asked her to remarry me, so I can give her the wedding like that she deserves. So
driving one day, and he was like, let's just start over, and let's do the wedding and all that stuff, and you know, like you said, the memories and all that stuff. Yeah,
the kids will be there, you know. So I said, what's stopping us from doing it now? Why wait 10 years? Let's start our own tradition.
Yeah, like we don't have to do what everybody else does.
Right. So and that's what we're gonna do. Like, we set a date. You want to give it the date?
We've already set a date, and our what I'm trying to say, our anniversary is August 1st, but that is on a Sunday. Yeah. So we decided to get married, and obviously it's going to be 7 years, so we decided to get married in the month of July, the month 7. Mm-hmm. Lucky 7.
That's going to be the theme.
Kind of. There'll be like number 7, you know, around or whatever. We decided to do it on July 31st, 2021, which is 6 months away, you guys.
So like, we got a lot to do.
6 months. But you know what? But I will say this, like, it's pretty, like, we kind of knew about this since like November, the end of November. I kind of just pushed it to the back of my mind because I was like, you know, we got holidays around, you know, Christmas and stuff. We'll worry about it when January comes. So we've already found the venue. We already know where we're going. I already know what it looks like and all that stuff. So it's pretty easy to, like, when I think about it, it seems easy because it's like 11 years worth of
right. You already know what you
planning.
want.
Like, I know what I want. I know my colors. I know all of that stuff. But I know because it's like 6 months away. So 7 months away. So it's kind of like, ooh.
It's a lot. It's still a lot, but we know what we want.
We gotta do. Oh, and I will bring this up again. I do have a dress hanging up in my closet in there that I bought for the first time we were gonna get married, but I don't really want to wear that anymore. Like, that dress is not who I am now. Like, I feel like that dress is more just not me. Like, I want like a form-fitting, like, sexy dress, and that's not it. So yeah, that was a waste.
If y'all want to buy a dress, you know.
Yeah, so I just have to go down the list, and, you know, we got to talk about dresses, colors, the decorations, cake, food, but all that's pretty much checked off.
Because we pretty much knocked that off. And I've checked out some tuxes at some different places, and so I'm gonna take her with me like next week.
Yeah, we'll make future videos on like everything that we're doing. I'll probably do a wedding series if I can keep up with it. You guys know I'm in school and I'm working full time, so I'm gonna try my best to you know, do those type of videos. We've already given our groomsmen and our bridesmaids who we have 4 people each. So we've already given them their gifts, which I will include all the footage. I've already recorded and vlogged some of that so you guys can see. So yeah, that's what we have to look forward to this year. I know 2020 was like super crazy. Going into 2021, we have basically the whole year is basically filled up. We already know what's gonna go on unless something major happens. And that's another thing with COVID and everything. We have to like think about how that's gonna affect the wedding and all that stuff, which is gonna be an intimate wedding anyways. Like, I'm not gonna be inviting Sam, Dick, and Harry to our wedding. He knows a lot of people because of his job, and I do too. We both work with
you know just
we both work for the public. We have a lot,
and not just a wedding, you know. There's some other things that we're doing this year. We're definitely
stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Also, you guys, he started a Instagram for his fitness. Right now, tell them your name that you have right now. So
right now we're well, my Instagram page is G's Fitness Life, and that's GEES. So just if you want to check out some videos, some workout videos, just go to my page, check it out. I'm about to start really just going full force with it. I'm gonna get Bae in the gym with me, and
oh yeah, because now I want to lose at least like, I don't think I want to lose.
She thinks she needs to lose weight before the wedding.
I need to tone. I need to tone. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my shape, but yeah. So that's everything that we have, and then stay tuned for some other things that we have coming up this year. We are, you know, our goal.
We're gonna start our business adventures.
We don't really have New Year's resolutions, I wouldn't say, but we have goals that we want to actually achieve, and like we know what, you know, coming into it, what we're wanting.
I've set goals for both of us, I feel like, so because, you know, wifey has so much talent, so I'm really trying to push her to, and it's not her dream, but it's not
that, it's just they already know. I tell them all the time, I'm hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic, so I just don't always jump out there. But that's why 2021 is here. Yeah,
so we're gonna start our business adventures, and we're gonna make some things happen, and so y'all stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know why you're not. It's Jazz Marie, and like he said, at G's Fitness Life 07.
No, just G's
Fitness Life. So go over there and pause this video, go over there and subscribe or follow us on there. And then, like I said, if you guys are new here and have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all of our fun wedding stuff or just family vlogs and, you know, my makeup and all that stuff. So yeah.
So as she keeps putting this camera in my face, so maybe, you know, here in the near future I'll be used to being on camera. So You know, maybe I can get over my little, which I need to, because I'm actually going to be hitting the stage here pretty soon, taking on this fitness thing, and I definitely got to get over that stage fright. So I don't like being in front of camera. I don't like being the center of attention. So I'm just really working on that. So
he be trying to act shy, but really he's
I am.
He's not shy at
all.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video, hopefully it's not too long, but we just wanted to kind of like take you guys through, like I said, how we met and what's to come. So I'm excited. We've also already told our kids, and that was funny. I probably would include that in another video. Yeah, so we'll see. We have a lot to look forward to. Hopefully 2021, fingers crossed. No, let's just pray. Jesus' name.
Hopefully this COVID stuff gets out of here.
I don't think the COVID is going to go anywhere, but you know, hopefully it's not. I mean, we're kind of used to it at this point.
But the cases need to drop, you know, so we can at least have people attending. Because like right now, we still can't have like get-togethers over like 10 or something like that. So.
Oh really? I didn't know. Which we're not around that many people anyways, but yeah.
If we're gonna have people at the wedding, we gotta get that, you know. But we will do a virtual thing too, just in case.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Like I said, comment down below if you guys want to see more videos with us together. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.